Seems sensible to me to start, as it were. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Absolutement, as it goes. Oui. Bonjour. Allah. Ton merci. Beaucoup. Awahei. Je ne suis pas. Ah. Bonjour. Oui. Le français, c'est très bon. Or something. Hello, mcbon, and welcome to you all. Whoever you are, and whatever you stand for. I mean, except for certain things, which I would certainly not stand for, but I guess hello anyway. Let's send old Gammy Toto off. Off he pops. Right. Any wine today? No wine today. No. No snow today. No. None of that, no. Have I got that? I have. I've got the name of the level right. Well, that's good. No, none of that, basically, is the short answer to your question. I am completely without the old wine because we haven't been on the old wine. We've had a small beer, but we finished it. So that's really the end of that. So there are some other things. What I'd like to do most in the world is Cats in the Snow. That is my main thing. We're at full energy. We're going to do Cats in the Snow once more because obviously, basically, we're going to have to sort of think about what we're doing here, it seems. So I just want to make sure that we're not wasting any energy during that point. And so I'm going to be doing a bit of Cats in the Snow to just take us off our energy cap. I feel like that would be useful to do. And it gives me a splendid opportunity to do Cats in the Snow. Do you already got Zamboni's true form? I do already got Zamboni's true form. I do got indeed. Got, do. Yes. Are you planning on returning to the wiki? Yes. Well, yes, at some point. I realised that with the amount of new stuff that there is at the moment, it'll actually be the case that I won't really be able to stream on it as such, unless you'd want a silent stream, which I don't think you would. But I will go back on it, I think. Make it lovely, you know, because making it lovely is really what it's all about. I think that would just be quite important, really. Right, so Courts of Torment is what we're going for today. Apparently, there's no way of telling what's in store for us because people keep giving contradictory information or opinions on it. It's just like, this way and that way, you know. Oh, a donation. Llama King with 99 cents and a poo emoji. Oh, the emojis are starting to flood in. They're getting ruder and ruder. Right, thank you for that. The Doki video is very nice, thank you. Oh, thank you for that. That's a big tar. My chap Carl. Lovely. Yes. Interesting. Have you got a legend rare? Not anymore. What's your favourite Heavenly Tower floor? Oh, see, I was just trying to thinking about answering your question. I sort of finding it difficult to answer. Floor 35, I think, because it's very satisfyingly easy. Not so easy that there's no satisfaction in it, but you just get some Manic Islands in and stuff like that, and they just chomp away at the Dolphinas and just go, you're gone. But with a satisfying bite that still says, fantastic, success. So yes, that one maybe. Who knows? What I do know is that we've gone down in viewership from just like by loads randomly just now, which is, well, it's very sad, really, isn't it? Did you ever beat Mecha Bum Bum? I mean, I guess so. I got past that level. I mean, I haven't ever used Mecha Bun, but yeah, I did beat it. Oh, we've gone up again. Huh. We've gone up again. Okay, so Courts of Torment is the what thing? Oh, crikey. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's a thing that's merciless. Very exciting. Do you want any tips? No, not for the first run, let's say. But for the ones after it, yes. Because it is no continues after all. Because I know, for example, that it's it's a red thing, right? So we'll stop at that, and don't tell me any more for now, like the things that you are insisting on telling me nonetheless. Please don't. And we'll see how we go with the first run and move along from there. And after the first run, we'll succeed. The alcohol kicking in already? Well, that's weird, because I haven't had any, really. Oh, it's another US $2 from Llama King. That's very kind. Wow, tar for that. Best legend / uber rare and your favourite cat? Well, I don't like legend rares, as may be evidenced by previous activities of mine. My favourite uber is Springtime Kenshin, and my favourite cat is Springtime Kenshin. Yeah. Mucat, of course. Well, that's a contender, of course. We have, of course, indeed got Mucat, the classic. Oh, Cat Torpedo. That's a classic, isn't it? Classic unit. Oh, Catley. That's tempting. Good old Catley. Flamenco Cat. Oh, we could try out Flamenco Cat. That would be fun. Not going to have much other opportunity to try the young boy out. Can. That's probably a shoe-in, let's be fair. Row is probably as well. iCat, probably. Well, you don't really know. Jewel Islands. Jewel Islands is always fairly helpful. Oh, it's Lil Aska. Oh, she's not even a Lil. No. Oh, Cat Machine. Oh, Tropical Kalisa. Oh, Peach Devils. Oh, White Rabbit. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go Peach Devils and Tropical Kalisa team. Very exciting. I'm going to move these young boys up the front. And what do we need for the Moby Dick combo? Fisherman. Okay. Right. Well, we'll have to break with our red stance then. Possibly saying goodbye to Flamenco as part of that. Because we need to do that to get the old defense combos up and running. And that is what I'm going to start off with, because I don't think we're going to have a good time if all of you insist on spoiling it so that I know what's going on, so that I'm not excited by what's there. So whatever you think of what I've put together, I have asked that you say nothing at the moment. And we will go forth with that in our trial run, which should ideally be a bit of an adventure. So let's adventure into that. Fantastic. The Pure Land merciless. Well, okay. Have you sold any legend rares besides Lumina? No. I haven't got any legend rares besides Oh, crikey. Hello there. Wow. It's like one of those dramatic faces, isn't it? Like, was like the stereotypical theatre face thing. Well, that's an exciting one. I like it. I like the design. Hanya looks like he's been HD'd a little bit more. I'm liking it. You know what? That's a strong Dark Doge. I'm liking the way that it's designed. It's enjoyable so far. If anything else, it's enjoyable to see. Right, okay. So how am I going to be intelligent about this? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there'll be lots of one-shotting, so while I can, I guess I'll just focus on Gato Amigo meat shielding and see where we go from there. Slow them with best intentions to do some damage. Manic Island somehow still got bitten backwards even though they were out of action. Peculiar, though it is melee, so that might have played a part. Oh no, he attacks quickly, that's no good. Go, Peach Devils. No. Go again. Try again. No. Try again. Try again. Be quick. No. Be quick. See, that what he got his attack off then. It just wasn't good enough. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll just do that. We don't have much option to say we'll do this or we'll do that because we've got nothing to do it with. So, I don't know, some beneficial worker cat items might be nice. But that's quite plainly it, really, isn't it? There's not really much you can do. So I'm thinking bomber. Okay, bomber might be a way to go with that one. Other things that might be good include something clever and clearly genius. Tropical Kalisa isn't fast enough. So we know that as well. So we can just get rid of her. Fair enough. Well, that's your problem. That is your problem, really, with a no continue stage. There was not much opportunity to find out about it or experience it. You know, we're going to have to, I guess, stretch out the portions of putting together strats because of how close together close together, that's the wrong word, how quick attempts at this stage are going to be. They're just going to flash by and it's going to be just slightly ridiculous. Right, okay, so the general consensus of the chat is you can't use Bomber Cat. Now, they're saying that because I've read, and I'll actually, for this next attempt, read only that fact. So nothing more, please, for this one. We will just pay attention to this fact that I've been told, and that is that it is immune to freezing. Well, of course it is. Good for you, you useful man. That doesn't stop me using Bomber Cat, though, surely, unless it gives an effect of ignoring effects to everything around it. Now, it might not exist in the old enemy guide, but I haven't been in there in a long time, so let's check it out. This strange scroll bar. What was that? What are you? Oh, I know you are. Right, oh, here he is. Got him. Right. Black, okay, me. A malicious expression hides behind this traditional image of innocent maidenhood. I don't know, it doesn't look innocent to me. Looks like someone stuffed something in their cheeks and trying to steal some food. I don't know. Seeking revenge on everyone who has taken advantage of youthful naivete. Now, I'm liking this, right? Just a description, because then you can do that. No, you can't. Okay, what I was hoping for with that was information on what its qualities are. But there's nothing, and I think that is something that I would like to be changed, you know? Like having an actual informational box instead of jumping about. Not too fond of that at all. We'll let him sit there. And just briefly address something, which I think is people being deliberately less observant than they're very capable of being. So in the last stream, we had a bit of a reveler's time. We had a good time, let's be fair. And I'd been on the wine, and I feel like it was very clear at that point that I had been. Now, I am not. And yet, some people are still sure that I am, and I don't think, actually, that these people are so unobservant that they don't actually realise that I am in a completely different tone to what I was in the last stream. Especially also people who are insisting on telling me things about the level when I'm asking them not to, so that we gradually find out more, so that we have a bit more of an interesting story progression throughout this stream. I feel like you are ignoring these things that are clearly shown and said to you. And I think it puts you to a low point which you don't deserve to be at, and makes you look a lot more silly and obnoxious than you actually are, or almost ever are. So please listen to what is said, be observant as to what is said, and don't be deliberately obtuse or pretend you're more stupid than you are, because I'm sure you are all perfectly clever and perfectly understanding people who know how things work. That's my little bit there. Hope you enjoyed my little bit. So, no useful information there, but we'll take the little bit of information that we were given. And immediately we're going to get rid of Tropical Kalisa. She's not fast enough, and if we can't freeze the boy, well, that's useless. I am going to use Bomber Cat, because I want to freeze the black enemies that are there. They're not going to be immune to freeze, and if they are, well, I don't understand how I can realistically foresee that. That's a bit ridiculous. So I'm going to put them in there, for example. As for otherwise, I mean, I feel like we just need sort of the fast and the cheap meat shielding, really. But, I mean, maybe Manic Eraser will still be of benefit, but we'll put Manic Mohawk in there for speed. I feel like the defense combo can still help, if only they can just get up a bit closer. In that view, I'm going to try Iron Wall. Maybe that will give us a bit of protection. Okay, so also I am going to get rid of Can, just not fast enough here. If we can't freeze, Peach Devils is pointless. iCat's never going to get up closely enough. So we have those things. Let's add some other things. We, I reckon, don't actually have anything fast enough for this. So, I mean, maybe, actually, what we realistically need to do is have something like those, and then I'm thinking resist knockback. Is it a huge amount of damage, or is it knockback that it does to everything? Because in that case, I'm thinking of well, none of them, but well, Wind Dancer Valkyrie. I feel like she'd want to get killed, really. Zamboni might be a good one. And Rice Ball's decently fast enough, so that can be our expensive meat shield, because everything dies anyway. We don't need too many meat shields out as long as there are enough. That's my thinking, anyway. So, in my final slot, I'm going to put something that should be able to quickly damage and dispose of black enemies. And that is Casagizo. So that is what I'm going to bring into my next attempt. And here we go, I'm afraid there's another person who needs timing up. But don't worry, we will explain to you why you've been timed out. Okay, so we won't do full names because I don't believe in shaming people in that way, but we'll call you Ganglion, alright? So, Ganglion, let me explain to you the situation. I feel like it should be able to be clear enough, but let me explain it to you and to anybody else who wishes to make roughly the same misguided point as you have. So, I am not making Battle Cats videos as I clearly stated in the video about boycotting. It appears to me, now you can correct me through speech form, though not in chat because I've timed you out if I am wrong, but you appear to me to be like somebody who's just read the title of that video. And within it, it actually explains what the conditions of what I'm doing are, which are not making Battle Cats videos, but that nonetheless putting out things that wouldn't have been affected by what YouTube are doing in their situation. Those include videos that would have never been appropriate for kids to watch anyway, like Doki Doki, and then also streams are not videos, they are streams. There is a difference in those, and that is why I am streaming, because these streams are not monetized. They do not gain any revenue, so they are not going to be affected by copper because there is no revenue to affect, except for the very kind donations people make. But again, nothing to do with copper, is it? So that is why I am streaming, because streams are not videos. There is a very specific difference. So that, Ganglion, is my explanation for you and anybody who's thinking roughly the same thing. And I hope that you now understand that the position you took was misguided, and perhaps you should look into it a bit more closely before you say these things, because streams are quite clearly not videos. Thank you. And in response to, can we get on with it? Well, and, you know, less polite forms, which I appreciate less, understandably. If we do get on with it, as so you say, quickly, this stream will also be over quickly. But luckily for you, yes, we are going to do this attempt now. So, could probably afford a Sniper the Cat as well. Let's give it a go. Because, I mean, we need to get on with this pretty quick. Okay, so 200 viewers. Hi everyone, lovely to see you. Sorry that I have had to been addressing some people's sort of inaccuracies in a not very happy tone, but has to be done, I guess. I don't think I'd ever call the fan base toxic, though I did once do a whole video technically doing exactly that, but anyway. It's just that some people like to pass judgment without looking at facts first, which is a terrible shame. Anyway, let's put all of these meat shields out, well I say all, just one of them, as quickly as we can, and we are already having a far more pronounced effect on black enemies. It's fantastic news. I think the bomber helped us with freezing some of the gories and that, so that was good. I would need supreme Bahamut timing that I don't reckon I have, but it's probably worth giving a go. So I'm going to do exactly that. Iron Wall it. We got a shot off. We got another shot off. Ladies and gentlemen, we got possibly two, at least one shots off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, caller. Wasn't too bad, not too shabby, if I may say so. And these plus levels that we got on row, well, precisely one, in the recent ticket openings, might be helping. We seem to be doing quite well for sturdiness against red. Okay, some more black enemies. Let's get out Bomber, Julie, and put both the meat shields there. Maybe even a Zamboni to slow stuff down. Wouldn't that be lovely? There's Jizo being powerful. Oh, fantastic. Do you see the absolute diage that just went on? Diage sounds like diegesis. Bit-o stories and media and that. Right, anyway, let's continue on. Roe just seems like a good bet to keep doing. So we will keep doing that, and we'll reserve our Jizo for when there are greater numbers of black enemies about. That one Dark Doge is kind of like almost really causing trouble, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully it will soon be dealt with. Yes, but I mean Jizo was as well. Rep. Okay, we can continue on. It's getting closer to our base all the time, so I think actually it's sort of a matter of how far we can chip it down as opposed to if we can win, but I guess that will just be how it has to be on that matter. A Bahamut has almost come round again, but so interestingly have a lot of peons at the same time in a quite scary way, which is not good. Let's just try and pick them off with A Bahamut and get a possible shot off on young boy there. And I think, well, no, I don't have an opportunity to actually just spam everything I can because I don't have monies for it. So we're just going to have to go with what we've got for as long as we can. Sniper the Cat helping slightly there and see what we can do because that is about all we can do. It's been weakened, so I guess that's good, but it's still doing a heck of a lot of damage to things. So I reckon it's going to be something that we can't get out of, and something that we'll just have to find out how well or badly we have done. I don't know where to judge at what point well starts as opposed to badly, but who knows? I guess I can pretend I've done well even if I haven't. Let's just clear out that gory immediately. I don't need you chomping down on my base. Additionally to young boy over here. Right, well, let's see how we do. 82. The only solace in that is that it rhymes. Otherwise, not marvellous. Right. I am going to make a cup of tea for my voice, a dash of port to make me less unhappy at some of the things said in chat. Not using alcohol as a solution to your problems, though. Don't do that. It just makes me be worried and anxious a bit less. And luckily I don't handle alcohol well, so I don't end up drinking loads. And I will be back. At this point, with only 2 attempts left, I don't have Yukimura. Feel free to recommend any advices that you'd like to. At this point, what we will do is bring in all of your advice. If we'd done that at the start, it would have been over very quickly, or you would have been disappointed that I couldn't do it even with your advice very quickly. And that's a good question. How's your year going? I'll answer that when I come back. And because of 2 different sources of audio, you can hear crinkles while I'm gone. Hurrah! Yay. And I'll keep the level up on the screen so people know it's that, so they can recommend advice if they like. Hopefully it won't be too long. Bye! Right, okay. Crikey, have you only heard the flip now? Oh, it's quite a lot of delay on this. Oh well. Hello, everybody, once again. Nice to see you. Awful to say with having taken a sip of alcohol, but I do feel so much better. Not in an alcoholic's way. It's just, it definitely lowers my inhibitions and also my anger at some people's deliberate obtuseness, because I know you're far better than that, but it gets to me far less with the alcohol in tow. It was only a sip, so we're all right. Anyway. Went down views. Oh, I can expect that. I got my tea as well, so that's good. With a little lid on top. Make it go less code. Right. I'm called obtuse because I'm chubby, lol. Oh, well, firstly, my commiserations that people insult you, they definitely shouldn't. And secondly, that doesn't make any sense. No. Being obtuse is pretending to be stupid, basically. Anyway, right. Brocky Boy, other things like Bullet Train. Ah, clever. Little hits. I like that because A Bahamut worked out well for us, right? So that's a good idea. Okay, so I don't think Island Cat ever really gets there, but then both the base health and the defense help. So I don't know what to think to that, really. No, I don't know. I'm not sure that that's very good value. Let's switch out that, for example. Okay. If anyone in the chat complains, then screw you. No, people have every right to replace Shell with Bullet Train. Oh, right, okay. If anyone has a right to complain, it's just sometimes people are complaining on no decent basis. I mean, it's my responsibility to tell them why and to address their complaint and tell them why it's ridiculous. Because if I can't give an answer to why it's ridiculous, it's clearly not ridiculous. I've just cowered away from the question. But some things that were said were ridiculous, and I just had to explain why they were such. Oh wow, genuinely. Dread Pirate Catley actually works. That would be amazing if it did. That would be quite amazing. Huh. Yeah. We got a question. Where was that question? Why don't you just get water? Because I don't like water. Only time I like water is when I'm desperately dehydrated. Otherwise, I really don't like it. Horribly tasteless. Tea? Less tasteless. I used to think tea was entirely tasteless, but I've got a bit more of a taste for tea now. Right. Maximum the Fighter works, apparently. Why didn't you get a coffee? I don't know. I didn't really feel the need to get a coffee, and it would have taken a long time because I think instant coffee is disgusting. So I would have had to have made a proper one, and that takes a good long while. So genuinely, then, RoboCat over Catley here. Oh, because it's a black and red enemy, of course, because of the face mask. I'm with you. Okay. Actually, now think about a black face mask in that sense. Let's not think about it in that sense. Let's not do that. Okay, RoboCat then. Fair enough. So, are we suggesting something like that? Or are we doing some replacement tactics, for example, replacing Bomber with Catley or something? I don't think I have Kenshin or Raiden. Well, not the Kenshin that you want, anyway. I have the Kenshin that I want. The springtime one. Why didn't you get milk? Well, milk's in the tea, so I guess I did. What's Dr. Cat for? Combo. It matches with the 2 islands to create a base defense up and general unit defense up. Opinion on warm milk? I don't like it, personally. I do not like it, I must say. What kind of tea are you having? I don't know, it's just a generic tea, I think. I mean, we could give Lil Valk a go. I mean, crikey. But we could give it a go. We'll Oh, but then they're not effective if you're using fast units. Oh, well. What I'll do then, okay, if we're not doing fast units and just not triggering its attack at all, okay, we'll do that and we'll try that. Because we need to get 2 attempts in, actually, so time is no longer needing to be stretched out. I need a rich cat on. So let's give it a go. Let's indeed do that. That one. And that one. Okay. Let's give it a go, I guess. Woo. Okay. What shall we start this off with then? I guess you're fast and do the big shoot. Oh, a reflex hit. We like that. Okay. Next sensible combo. These 2 young boys, they should do all right. Hopefully. Wham bam? No. Unfortunately, no wham bam. There's our wham bam. It's not a big enough wham bam. That is hugely disappointing. Okay. Let's put out this lot then and see where we go from there, basically. Still think Island is very much an expensive boy, so we'll keep away from him for a little while. And then work on putting the other stuff into existence. Oh, the freezing. We love it. We love the freezing. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. Iron Wall up. In you go, Bahama. Absolutely cracking stuff. Good boy. Good boy. We like that. So 2 shots for every Maglev. That is certainly a useful one. Right, let's be careful about our money, shall we? I think that would be sensible. This one. This one. Snipe that out the sky, ideally. No? Oh, they really are pretty strong. And that just died. Fair enough, okay. Crikey, we will need all of those. Put all our best lads on the job. Hopefully get plenty of damage off from them. No? Okay. Wow, genuinely struggling here a little bit. Bit of a peculiar one, but there we go. Got a little bit more we can spend. Let's at least put Rocat out. Come on. Stay the crikey away from my base would be my personal advice. But then I would say that because I don't want you on my base particularly. No siree. No siree, as it were. Do. Okay, doing a little bit better. Got the weaken on. It's not on our base, so that's good news. Get your Gizo out possibly for that. Don't know if that had a benefit or not. We'll soon be able to, well, recharge time for a Bahamut. Not afford it though, that's our issue. Especially as we now need to dedicate our monies to a ridiculous assault that is currently taking place. And will spell the end because, I don't know, memes. It's certainly, there's certainly a lot. Okay, wow. Just, yeah, pretty wow. I'm getting some wow. I'm getting some wow there. That's a bit, I genuinely don't understand how that was that much better. Didn't feel like we were going for very long. Oh, funny. Yeah. I don't think that's particularly funny, but, you know, each to their own. I don't even actually know what you mean by tanks at this point. I mean, let's reinvestigate the strat. Let me try and work out. Row? I mean, is that what you mean? Other than that, I do not see any. I mean, this one ain't in no strat. So I'm not entirely sure what you mean when you say that. No short range. Right, okay. I mean, maybe, right, maybe it's people coming in later. And I hope that it is. Because if not, there are two things that I have already said. Number one that I have already said. Bomber is not here for the boss because I know you've told me that it's immune to freeze. It's there for the black enemies. Thing two, I don't have Yukimura. Those are my two things. But, okay. I don't understand how pizza is supposed to solve the problem of things that what are close are not good. Are these two opposing ideas mashing together unhelpfully? I don't really know what we're aiming for here. You forgot to say goodnight to Chawsey last stream. I had left the stream by the time Chawsey appeared. Only when I came back to it a while later did I find that Chawsey had been there. So in that sense, not really. But rip in any case. You know what, actually? In the final few minutes, instead of the evident confusion and non-success that will come out of this, we've given it a go, and now I think for something better. Now I think for something you know, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Cats in the Snow. That's right, everybody. We are going to say goodbye to the confusion and division, and we're going to go to something that is just quite simply overwhelmingly sensible and doable and infinitely nicer. Realistically, I simply wanted to give the level a go because you wanted to see it. Now that I have given it a go and cannot do it, we have reached the point where all it would... That was quite quick. All it would serve to do is make everyone more and more uptight, which we don't need. It would get more and more people saying silly and incendiary things, which is not very useful. We'd have more and more timeouts, and that's not great. We'll just avoid all of that by going to something that is just infinitely good-hearted and enjoyable, unlike that level, which again, I was only really doing because people wanted to see that level specifically. Now you've seen me give it a go, and we shall see no more of it, because we've ridden on that bullet train. Oh, did you see that? Boss wave, but we beat it at exactly that time. I think that was quite exciting. Water is still the superior beverage, though. It's completely fine for you to say that. I mean, I wouldn't personally agree, but it's certainly very healthy, so you could come at it from that point of view. Anyway, let me just briefly connect to a cheeky VPN, get in an ad for energy, and then we will do Cats in the Snow up to 2 more times, which would be fascinating and something that I think everyone can get behind. No, not user reward. Thank you. Not that level either. That's the one we don't like. We don't like that one. We like Cats in the Snow. That's what we like. Okay, good. Right, lovely. Yeah. Dual stage. We'll have a look at that. In the 2 streams that we've got, I reckon, before I go back to university, we'll have a look at the dual stage. We've got time to do it, and so we will do that. But as it stands, in these dying minutes of the stream, and I mean about 2, we're going to be doing a bit more Cats in the Snow. The great equaliser, the great bringer together level, the great kind of I have no interest in any more settling into a toxic atmosphere level. The beautiful Cats in the Snow for 2 more times only this stream before I do it loads more again. Let's giggity go, as it were. Do 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 boo 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 fantastic, lad. And there we go. There is another Cats in the Snow done. And for our final Cats in the Snow of the evening, we go a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, a 1, a 1. Isn't tea just water with a bag of leaves and dirt? Exactly. It's fine if it tastes nice, though. And there we go. That rounds us off. I must be honest. I have been, except for the very kind donations, thank you very much, and the few kind and moderate words that have been said, very disappointed this stream with the way that people have conducted themselves. It's made me quite sad. And I know you can all do better than some of you have conducted yourselves today, with derisiveness and rudeness that is unnecessary, and pretending not to hear things that I say. Not in a I say things that are always important kind of way, but in an asking you to do things then you ignoring them way. It just isn't very useful. Anyway. Afraid I have been quite disappointed, but I hope you might go somewhere that calms you all down. And for those of you who have been calm, thank you very much. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And the same applies to all of you. Just hopefully next time we meet, we can be in a much more jolly atmosphere, like the last 2 streams, which are great. Let's forget this dip in your form of politeness and regain it, all of us, for the next time. Ta-ra to you all, thank you for popping along, and goodbye. Sorry, I just thought that goodbye was quite patronising. I'll try again. Goodbye. That's better.